What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another weekend vlog, another busy weekend here in Greenville, South Carolina. A lot of stuff going on. We just did the installation video for Diode Dynamics always on module for the Q50. I'm not sure what order these videos will go up in, but that one will be either prior to this one or coming up shortly, so make sure you check that video out if you're interested in that little piece. We also had a little flip project going on with some off-road wheels and tires for a Jeep or Ford or whatever you might have. So found a good deal on some wheels and tires that needed a little bit of work, put a little bit of work into them, and now we'll flip them and sell them for a little bit of money. Got to keep that hustle going. You can check out that before picture. Big difference. Took a little bit of work, but we got them really looking good. Tires are in great shape. All of them have probably 70% tread life left on these Cooper Discoverer tires. 31, 10, 50, 15. Fronts and backs all sanded, smoothed out, recoated, flat back black on the back, gloss on the front. Really good looking wheels. If you need them, let me know. You always got to keep your eyes out for some opportunities. So just looking on Facebook Marketplace, came across some wheels and tires, and I thought, dang, that's a good deal on those. The guy was in a hurry to get rid of them. I knew they just needed a little bit of cleanup, a couple spray cans, some sandpaper, good to go. There's a big meat burnout, two-step food music thing down in Columbia. So I don't know that we're gonna go all the way down to Columbia. It's about 90 miles or so from here, but a bunch of people are getting together to cruise down to the event together. So I think we might just roll out with everybody, cruise down the road, see what kind of cars we see if anybody does anything stupid that we can catch on film. But looking forward to it. I'm also putting that full review video together of the Z1 Motorsports subframe bushing collars. That's going to be there's going to be a bunch of information in that one, so you're going to want to stick around for that. I've got all of the footage, I think, and all of the information put together. Now I just got to edit that video together and get it out there, so stay tuned for that one. I do love driving this car. Third gear is where it gets fun. First and second, whatever. But once you get up into third gear around 4,000 RPM, this car becomes a lot of fun, a lot more enjoyable for sure. So that's the other thing, right, guys? Still looking for another vehicle for the channel. I'm really struggling to find something that I want, something that really grabs my attention. Unfortunately, it's pretty tough. I've been looking for literally everything. I've looked at Mazda Miatas, I've looked at Mini Coopers for crying out loud, I've looked at old C10 Chevy pickup trucks, I've looked at Ford Falcons, I've looked at 350Zs, G35s, 240s. You either find them and they're complete junk, or people want way too much money for them for what they are. It's been a struggle. So believe me, and more than anything else, like I said, it's just me finding something that I really want. To be honest, I kind of regret selling that 335, son of a. But if you got any ideas or anything interesting that you might be selling, let me know in the comment section below. Definitely interested in it. I want to pick something up soon. It doesn't have to be a project per se. It certainly can be something that I can enjoy working on or doing some things to here and there. But I'd rather actually have something that's still fun, but more reliable, more of a daily type vehicle, so I can really focus on the Q as being the channel car. You know, like I said before, my decision for selling the 335 is that the Q50 is what made the channel. It's what this channel is built on, essentially. So, you know, there's an opportunity to put some more time and effort and money into it and make it the focus, or continue to be the focus of the channel, while I have a different vehicle that I can rely on for daily transport. If there's a project that goes over the weekend for the Q, you know, it's not going to be a big deal because I got something else to jump in and drive. But I still, of course, want it to be fun. So open to ideas. Let me know what you think. So much stuff going on in this Greenville area. Construction everywhere. Damn, the whole reason I got out of the house was to take some pictures. But now the sun's out and it's too damn bright. It was a little bit overcast, kind of cloud cover gave me a good lighting, and now it's ruined. Ruined by sunshine.
So we are just leaving the gas station, and we are on our way to the meeting area right now. Stay tuned. We are going to go on a car.
Use the right lane to merge onto
I was gonna say car walk or like a car run. It's a car drive. I could not think of the word. We're not gonna talk to them though. It's just a drive. Little car.
They're part of the group.
Oh. Smoked.
I won.
Just got smoked.
Oh snap. We're almost there. We're almost out of gas. What the? I never get to capture these moments. I wanna see it change, man. All right, we made a quick pit stop. Now we're back. We're back to film the action. Oh! We are, whew, that light is bright. Picking up where we left off with the last part of the Q50 vlog. It's the next weekend, but we're gonna continue this on. Got something important delivered yesterday, so I'm gonna go get to work. As you saw in an earlier clip, my hood struts just stopped. I just decided to stop holding the weight of the hood, except for this morning when I tested out. Of course, there's no problem, but we got some new ones, so I'm gonna switch them out. And as you saw, you only need a screwdriver. I've done this video for the deck lid struts as well, so if you really need instruction on how to do this, go check that video out. But really, you just need a small flathead screwdriver. Just stick up in this little relief part here and pop these little clips out, and then they pull off easy. Well, this is BS. I inspected these and I thought they would work. Well, obviously they're labeled Q50 hood struts, but that shouldn't make anything. That shouldn't guarantee anything when you're buying stuff from Amazon or eBay, right? So anyway, we're looking at, this is the new hood strut. We can see this end of the shaft is straight, and this is where the slight bend is. You You can see it's not straight, right? That should accommodate for the geometry of the pins for the hood and the fender. But if you look at the factory one, it's straight down here and has the lean here at the hood, so it's opposite. And I thought, well, it's opposite, but that shouldn't make a difference, right? But it does, because this end faces in this direction, which means the top part faces in this direction, and this is where the lean needs to be, not this direction. It needs to lean this direction. So they're not gonna work. I tried to make it work, but it just can't clamp onto the top pin. So it's a no-go. So I'm not going to put links in the description, just because I'm not gonna have you guys, try to buy something that doesn't work for you. So I guess the hood's being held up just fine today. I guess we'll leave it until it becomes a real problem. I just really don't like the idea of it falling down and smashing me on the head. I'm just kind of scoping the engine bay too, just kind of thinking about things that are to come. This might, well, it's not going to surprise you. If anybody has a cold air intake setup for the VQ37, let me know that you want to send to me or sell me for cheap. I'm thinking about installing cold air intake and doing a retune, just sort of to, I don't want to say prove my point, but yeah, I want to prove my point. We've talked a lot about how little cold air intakes actually do for the vehicle, so I'd love to do a comparison. And as you can imagine, I'm not going to spend $400 or $500 on a brand new cold air intake set when it's something that I'm, relatively opposed to and not expecting a whole lot of gains. But I would love to just do it on this car so we can actually see the difference, especially now that the temperatures are going down. It's really kind of optimal conditions to make power with these cars with the cool air temps. So like I said, if anybody has a set of cold air intakes that they're willing to send my way or give up for cheap, let me know. It's also time, I think, for these little side splitters to go away. I don't mind the look of them overall. The car looks pretty BA like this, but I think I'm just going to go in a different direction. These obviously are cheap, very cheap options. And like I said, it's time to go a different route. I had intended to go a different route from the very beginning, but you know what? I like to try things out and let you guys know what works and doesn't work and stuff like that. So these are off, and maybe there'll be a giveaway or something coming up. 4 small screws, a little bit of tape. Jiggle, little jiggle. Tape's pretty good. I didn't do an install video on these because it's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously it gets a little dirty under the car, but it just takes a couple of small sections of tape. And like I said, 4 screws on the underside. And that's it. So if you're interested in them, I'll put a link in the description below to these. I think they're 17 inches in total length. And as you can see in some of the pictures, it gives it a kind of a little bit more of an aggressive look, but like I said, I'm going a different route. Most likely, if I am to do side splitters going forward, they're going to be full length. But I haven't found a set that I like the look of with these side skirts, with the factory skirts. So I'll keep looking. So they actually clean up pretty well. Obviously, these are hydro dips, so like I said, not expensive whatsoever. And they held up pretty well for a couple of months that I had them on the car. And like I said, they don't look too bad. Again, for a 3rd or 4th time, just going a different route. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys would be interested in seeing these pop up as a giveaway coming up here shortly. If people are interested in them, definitely want to give somebody an opportunity to grab them. So could be a giveaway. Stay tuned, stick around. And don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. And make sure you hit the bell as well, because as we get to the 10,000 subscriber mark, we're going to have a huge Speed Culture Studios giveaway. And when I say huge, I mean huge in terms of my level, right? So nothing amazing. We're not giving away a supercharger kit or anything like that, but it's definitely going to be the biggest coolest giveaway that I've done up to this point. 2 things under consideration right now, but either way, I think you guys are going to dig it. So you want to make sure you're one of the first 10,000. Hit subscribe, hit the bell. That way you are notified when that giveaway is announced, and you can make sure you get your name in the running. So we got a little ways to go yet, but I think we're going to get there sooner than later, and I'm pumped. I hope you guys are excited too. Let's continue on with this video. Downtown Simpsonville is getting cool. A lot of cool stuff going in down here now, kind of revitalizing this area. It's pretty dope. I'd love to have a business studio right here on the corner, but not really sure what I could do to be able to afford to pay the rent in a location like this. I did get this thing vacuumed up, by the way, so you're welcome. I would say it's time for some new floor mats though. Don't you agree? Woo. God, I love how this thing sounds. You hear that? Whew. Golly. Well, I'm in the wife's Explorer now, and it's been a while since I've had a chance to drive this thing without her. Ow. She is sort of a beast for being a big ol' SUV. I've held off a little bit on getting a tune for this thing because, well, for a couple of reasons actually. Number one, my wife's kind of giving me a lot of pushback with it because it's a new vehicle. She doesn't want to mess with it, blah, blah, blah. We have to get it in for some new axles, new front axles. There's some clicking and crunching noises coming from the front end. And apparently that's an issue with these, where the CV joints bind or something. So they're going to replace those under warranty, of course. So after that being the case, or after that visit to the dealership, she kind of wanted to put all of my plans for this thing on hold. And number two, and I think more importantly actually, is that there's been a lot of complaints about the later model EcoBoost, the tuning software that's available for these things. There's just people having some issues with them. Really finicky, weird running situation, and I think it's a lot to do with the fact that not many people are getting this thing on a dyno with tuners. It's a lot of remote e-tuning type stuff, and it's just more difficult to get them dialed in, so then people are just not generally as happy as they should be with the end result, so the car just doesn't quite run like it should. So that, in combination with my wife putting up a kind of a little bit of a battle with me, I just know that if I tuned this thing and it didn't run right, oh my God, I'd be in trouble. Still really, really liking this thing though. It's super comfortable. Gas mileage is horrendous, but it pulls hard for what it is, and you know, it's just a nice change of pace when you're driving the Q50, which we've kind of gotten stiffened up, and it's not really the luxury car that it was meant to be anymore. So getting into this nice comfortable thing with heated and cooled seats and the whole 9 yards, heated steering wheels for all you guys that don't want to go to the carbon fiber steering wheels because your little handsies are cold. I got a heated steering wheel in the Explorer. But with that being said, we still got some plans for this thing. Probably intakes. I'm definitely going to do a rear sway bar because we hope to do a little bit of pulling with this. Not really anything serious, but I just want to get the rear end a little bit more under control. It's a big, heavy, top-heavy vehicle especially. So just, you know, tightening up that rear end is going to make all the difference in how this thing handles on the road. So just trying to get this thing dialed in for her a little bit today, doing a little interior cleanup, but I'm going to get this thing home and do a clay bar on her as well, and probably do a little sealer coat just to get her shined up. The paint's not feeling as nice as it should, so we're going to take care of that for today. And besides that, got a little road trip tomorrow. Going to go check out a vehicle. Finally, I think it's something I'm going to pull the trigger on. It's not exactly what I've been looking for, but it's checking a lot of the boxes. Oh, hold please. Woo. Woo. God, this thing pulls. gotta love that torque. It's just something that we miss in the Q. Oof. This pushes you back in the seat. Love it. But anyway, looking at a vehicle tomorrow, I hope it's everything that it sounds like it is. I've been talking to the guy back and forth, and like I said, it checks a lot of boxes. It might not be something that I hold on to long term. I'll just throw that out there. It might end up being a little flip kind of project like the BMW was, which is cool. I've been looking for so long and I haven't found anything that really grabbed my attention. So it's just, I'm ready to get something because I want to put the Q up and focus on that. But this is going to be a whole separate video, and I'll really explain my logic behind this if it is something that I actually end up getting. But really looking forward to it. So stick around, guys. A lot of good stuff coming for the channel. I appreciate you guys watching very, very much. I can't even explain to you how much I appreciate the support. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Really pumped. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.